self-confidence between boys in Vietnam and girls in Vietnam?
Oh yeah, I think a boy is more confident.
Yeah, yeah. So, is there a women's movement for equality in Vietnam, or is it still very structured that boys are up here and girls are down there, sort of thing? Or is there a movement for them to be both together?
I think there is a change now. So maybe
Yeah,
you said that maybe it's equal. I think it's
yeah,
equal now, and um, like today maybe there are some boy they don't want to work, they want to at home, and maybe now there are some girl they don't want to at home and they go to work like that.
yeah.
So
Yeah. So is Vietnamese society still very structured, and are there still a lot of rules about um, the role of women and the role of men in society?
I think is um, I think you said that it's more obvious when you are in the north side of Vietnam, but I live in
Yeah,
south side and it's more
yeah. You live in
comfortable.
Ho Chi Minh City, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's more comfortable and just relax. So
yeah. I mean, in family terms, who is the head of the family? Is it the
uh,
husband, or is it the wife, or is it the same?
oh, I think it's a husband.
And when and if or whatever in the future, do you think it will be the same, or that there will be more equality, or that the wife will be the head of the family?
Mm, I think it depends because in my house, in my home now, maybe my mother is the breadwinner, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my mom now is a shop uh, a shopkeeper, and they sell the stuff. And my dad is a farmer, so maybe he worked sometime, but now he retired. He
So
don't
your
work.
father was a farmer,
Oh yes,
yeah, and your mother is a
shopkeeper,
market
a shopkeeper.
shopkeeper,
Oh yes,
shopkeeper. Yeah, she buys and sells things to the public.
oh
Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah, yeah. What does she buy and sell?
The stuff related to the motorbike.
Oh, spares, tires, spare parts, diesel, petrol.
Oh yeah, yes, petrol, many things.
Yes, so it's like a garage.
Yes, yes.
A garage.
No,
Yes.
we don't fix the car. We just sell the stuff related to.
Yeah. And the owner takes it away and fixes it himself.
Oh yes.
Yeah, yeah. Is it still the case that there are more people riding motorcycles than cars?
Yes. Uh, we like everyone have the motorbike, but maybe um, the rich family or some people have money, so they can have a car because.
Because if you look at China 20 or 30 years ago, everybody rode cycles and motorcycles. But when you look at current pictures, there are many more cars on the road than there were 20 or 30 years back than there are now. Um, you say you are studying e-tech, e-selling at university and accounting.
Oh yes, it is in some courses, but the
Some
classes.
classes, yeah. Sorry, you go a bit faint sometimes. Your voice, when you move back, your
Oh,
voice goes a bit. When you get up closer, I can hear what you're saying
oh,
better.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
clear.
okay.
It's clearly
It's
now.
better now, yeah. When you're sort of more close to the screen. I mean, have you told your parents that you found somebody on the language exchange that you are practicing your English with?
Oh what?
Have you
Yes, yes.
uh, told your parents, your father and mother, that you are practicing your English with somebody through language exchange?
Yes, but I recommend them to use this website, but
Yeah.
they shy. They said that they shy. They don't.
They don't want to use it.
Oh yes, I would recommend it to them.
Uh, but they don't want to use it. They
Yes,
don't want to learn English,
I
or do
know.
they?
They
Do your parents want to learn English?
no, they don't want to. My parents
So they
don't.
won't use it then.
Oh yeah, my parents don't. But
Yeah,
I recommend this website to my friend, some of my friends.
yeah,
But they
yeah.
don't.
I've got somebody. I've got somebody who uh, is constantly asking me to join them as an exchange
Oh yeah,
partner. Yeah. And they say that they go to an industrial university near Ho. I'll message you with the name if see if you recognise it. Um, do you think this is doing you any good? Exchanging information with me.
oh yeah. I think it's not exchange the language. Maybe I can know more about your culture and something, and
Yeah.
I find this interesting.
So, what do you think about the things that I have told you about on over the past couple of weeks? Like you asked me about how I learned English
Oh
as
yes,
a child. Did did that explain it to you?
yes, yes. You said that you learn a lot. Yeah. I don't know. I just wonder that you are England and I do you learn English at the school? I just wonder.
Yes, yes, that's right. Because I tried to say that because I couldn't see without these,
Oh
I
yes,
can't see. I couldn't read. So when I was young, sort of 5 or 6, I spoke like that and I wasn't able to be understood by other people because I talked, I don't know whether you have it, a sort of local accent
yes,
or a local dialect.
yes,
Yeah. So it was only when I got my glasses that I was able to read books and begin to learn proper English. Yeah. And all English children used to and still do learn how to speak and write English at infants and junior school and even into, excuse me, into senior school. So all the way up through the education system, they are constantly refining their English. They do, some kids, some students, some children do learn a foreign language, but in England, they leave it too late. So the people only learn the spelling and the grammar rather than speaking it so that they are unable to develop further. I think you mentioned that you knew the spelling and the grammar from your English lessons, but you couldn't speak it as well as you would like to do. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yes. So, do you learn the IVA? IVA?
The alphabet,
Oh yes.
alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Oh yeah, you learn this by yourself, or you go to the school and they teach you.
When I was small, when I was little,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
when I was a little child, 5 or 6, we would all sit in class, and the teacher would start the alphabet. The teacher would say A, then the class would say A, then the teacher would say B, and then the class would say B,
Oh.
C, D, and so it would go on. After a while, the teacher would stop saying it and simply get the class to say it themselves, A, B, on their own. And then sometimes the teacher would pick an individual to stand up and recite it in front of the whole class. So I would stand up and have to say A, B, C, D, E, all on my own to the rest of the class,
Okay.
as others would be. Does that explain it to you?
Oh yes, you learn the alphabet so young, but in Vietnamese maybe you had to go to the primary school to learn this.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
in the kindergarten.
Kindergarten, it's a German word. Kinder is children in German. Garten is school or place.
Okay, in the kindergarten, maybe they believe that the the children is so young and is so smart, so they just maybe learn how to color the book or something, not
Yeah.
the alphabet.
But I don't know whether it's the same in Vietnam. But from my limited viewpoint and experience, very young children are much more mature than I remember that I was at the same age.
Yeah.
So children in England in, as you call it, kindergarten or in nursery education are learning to read and learning to speak and understand English at sort of aged 4 years old.
4 years old.
Yeah. So it's called to give them a head start, a sort of when they actually go to primary school, that they already have the basics of the language.
Yeah.
Anyway, you don't want me talking. This is your opportunity
Yeah,
to practice your English.
I know. So it means when they come to the primary school, they can read the newspaper, they can read the book or something.
They can read books, relatively simple books. What a long time ago, when I went to school in the primary school and in the junior school, there was what was called a class library, which was a small fixture which had very short books in, and you could borrow the books from it, and you could sit in the break time or in the playtime, and you could sit and read the book. The idea was to get you to understand how to learn and use a book. Does that happen in Vietnam or not?
In Vietnam, maybe in primary school has 5 grade, and maybe when you are in the grade 1 and you are in the grade 2, maybe at the end of the grade 2 you can read the book or something, but there are some small children, they lazy in study, so uh, so they have to learn the grade again. But I don't know, but in Vietnamese they, I don't know the way how they teach the small student, but there are some students they cannot read, and
The same applies in England, that people go through the education system and they can't read and they can't write when they come out at the other end,
yes,
either because they have some impediment, or as you say, they don't want to learn, or they're lazy. Yeah.
or maybe they are so small and they don't have the awareness.
Yeah, awareness. Very good word. Very good word, awareness.
The awareness, so they just don't don't study.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have the appetite for education.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
maybe their parents don't take care of their children.
Don't push them. Don't push them to learn. They don't encourage them to learn.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. How long is your course at university? How many
um
years?
4 year.
Yeah.
I'm in the second year, not the first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and there is
So
a classes about the principal management, and the teacher made me to read the newspaper, economic newspaper every day. She said that.
which is that a Vietnamese newspaper?
Oh no, she said that is the IB news. It means international business news, and
Yeah.
you can read anything you want.
Yeah. So you've had your foundation year,
Yes.
you've had your first year, and now you're starting your second year, and the subjects are getting more serious, and there is more work. You have to do more work.
Um, yes, in more words, but you said that serious. It's not because because of the pandemic COVID. So some
Oh yeah.
classes, is cancelled. We ha
Yeah.
and maybe I will graduate it lately because
Hmm.
yeah.
Sorry, could you say that last bit again? Could you say that last sentence again?
I think that I will graduate lately because many
Yeah.
classes is cancelled.
So you will graduate later because of the impact of COVID on your education so far, because
Lately,
you have lost teaching, you've lost lectures and lessons because of the arrangements for the COVID lockdown. Yeah.
yeah, maybe I don't know. I don't know when a classes is start and happen. They just
Yeah.
they just cancel this, and we just
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah. Don't you do lessons or lectures by Skype or Zoom or online?
Um, is every classes, it happened in the Google Meeting or Zoom or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it's quite boring with the student. Like it's not the interact.
You
Like
don't interact well, no.
yeah.
So you prefer face-to-face classes in a lecture theatre or a lecture hall at university rather than in your room at home on the other end of a Zoom link? Yeah?
Maybe yes. Maybe I prefer go to go back to my university. But when
Yeah.
I go back to my my university, I had to stay at dormitory.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
that's right. Yeah.
with
Yeah. The students' accommodation for students. Do they feed you as well, or do you have to go and buy your own food?
I think it's good. It's good than another room. Yeah, my
Yeah.
room. Um,
Yeah. Do
just
you have to feed? Do you have to feed yourself, or does the university have facilities for you to eat meals during the day?
uh, can you repeat the question?
Do you have to cook your own meals, or does the university provide you with breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Oh, we I live in the dormitory, so
Yeah,
we can cook in the room. So
yeah,
maybe we have to eat out every day.
yeah. What do you think of your own cooking?
Your own cooking, my own
Yeah,
cooking.
yeah. How good is your own cooking?
Maybe I can cook some simple dishes
Yeah.
in my house. Yeah, maybe
What is your favorite meal?
meal. I in Vietnam we simple meal is maybe a rice and some dishes like a fish, um, a chicken or something. So we change every day. We have a lot of dishes, one meal, not just
Mm,
one dishes.
yeah. So you have a selection of protein. You could have fish. You could have chicken. Any
Um,
other meat that you have?
we um, we just mix
Beef.
together. We
Yeah.
just
You mix it. It's all mixed up together on the plate.
yes,
Yeah. It's all on one plate, or do you pick from different plates?
different.
Do you have one plate, or do you have different plates and
Yeah.
you pick
Um,
different bits and pieces?
Maybe uh, I have a one favorite place because
Yeah,
um, yeah, in my house, my mother cook it have a salty taste
yeah.
and
Salty.
salty
Yeah,
taste. And when
yeah,
I come to Ho Chi Minh City, um, they always cook and the dishes had the sweet taste. They put sugar in every dishes, and
yeah.
it's not my taste. So
It's too sweet. There's too much sugar. Too
yes,
sweet.
yes, too much sugar,
It's yeah, yeah.
so sweet.
Is that a popular ingredient in Vietnamese cooking? Sugar.
No, it depend on the area.
The area. Yeah. Ah, so some Vietnamese people have a sweet tooth and some don't, like you.
Um, yeah, so like in Vietnam we have three area, the south, the middle, and the north. Maybe
Yeah.
the middle have the middle side have the salty taste, and
Yeah.
the south it has the south have the sweet taste.
Yeah.
I live in the south, but my parent is a middle side person, so
Yeah. They migrated from the middle of Vietnam down to the south of Vietnam.
oh yes,
Yeah.
so it's
Was that for work, or was that out of choice,
no
or
um it's like my grandparent come uh, from the middle come to the south, and my parent was born in the south.
yeah, yeah, because not now, but in England in previous centuries, people migrated from the countryside to the towns as they grew. Is the same happening in Vietnam now with the growth in the Vietnamese economy?
Yes, like maybe I I live in the small town, and if I want to have more job opportunity, I will
Yeah,
move to a big city like Ho Chi Minh City or Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam.
yeah,
They
yeah.
will they will move, and maybe
Hmm.
when they older and they want to have a stable life, so they went come back to their hometown to live when they are
Yeah,
older.
older. Yeah. Okay. You say you like cats. You say you like cats, but your mother won't let you have one.
Oh yes, because um, my house my house doesn't have the yard, the garden, the garden,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's really near the street,
yes,
and
yeah,
my maybe my mother is scared something, and she is a shopkeeper, so
yeah.
she worried that the cat is run to
Get run over,
yes.
or get run over by a car or a motorcyclist,
Oh, oh yes, yes,
or yeah. Sorry.
but
Yeah. Do you?
but
Sorry. Go on. Go
my
on.
mom doesn't allow me to have a pet, but my dad he rises and he has a lot of birds in my house, and they
What?
really noisy.
Yeah, yeah. So he has them in a cage. Has them in a cage.
Oh, oh yes,
Has the birds in a cage, or
yes.
do they fly around?
Had you said that had a case.
Yeah. So are they in a cage?
Yes,
Are the birds in a cage? And they sing and they tweet and yeah.
they really noisy. They sing all day.
By the way you talk and the way you look when you talk, you don't like birds, or you don't like noisy birds.
Yes, I hate them.
uh, do you watch films or television series? Do you have streaming services in Vietnam like Netflix or?
Um, in Vietnam, they use Netflix, but they have to pay the cost to watch Netflix, and
Yeah,
you know maybe some Vietnamese they don't like something have a cost.
they don't want to pay the money.
Yes, they don't want. They just
Yeah,
like a free. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. The same happens in England. People want the benefit, but not to pay the cost. So they want to look at programs and television, but they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay for it. Yeah. You said about your taste in music, how you liked Alvarez, the Spanish singer.
Yeah, I don't know, but I have seen her the first. I have seen Avril Solar the first time in the television. I don't know, maybe just by the randomly, and then
Yeah.
I search him in the YouTube, and I find
Yeah.
a lot of song he write and he sing, and I like it.
Is it just because you like it? Or, excuse me, sorry. Or is it, do you understand why you like him? Can you tell me why you like him?
I don't know.
Is it because he's handsome? Is it because he sings in a sort of romantic way?
Oh yeah. The first song I have heard is Agosto or something. And I have translated this this lyrics into uh, into the English or maybe the Vietnamese, and it means and he want to have a permanent love, like a long last love.
Yeah.
And I like this song, and I don't know.
So you're a romantic at heart, are you?
Maybe, or maybe he handsome. I don't know.
Yes, you seem to like European men from the way you talk. You like the blue eyes?
No, I said that. Um, you asked me that là why the Vietnamese are like Western men, and
Yeah.
I said that maybe they like because the blue eye or the high nose.
No,
So
this thing, this sort of
yeah,
the nose here. Yeah.
that's many
Uh,
people.
is that? But do you understand that? Much to my wife's disgust and her friends and her former colleagues, there's a lot of European men like Chinese women or Japanese women.
Oh, why?
Why, indeed? I think because they have European men have this image of Eastern women that they are demure. You know, they're demure, they're quiet, they are looking to look after their husband or their man, whereas in Europe, because of women's liberation, have you heard of that concept, women's lib, or equality, the equality of men and women,
Oh yes.
where women in Europe have or are seen to have got more assertive, yeah, whereas Western European men think Chinese women are sort of, fluttering their eyelashes and sort of being sort of submissive and would do all the work and wait on them. So prepare their meals, clean the house, whatever. I think it's a myth. A myth. It's not true, but some of my friends do have this image or belief. What do you think of that?
You mean that the European like the Chinese woman because the Chinese woman it depend on them, like
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah. Sort of.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Like
Yeah, you know, sort of.
she can take care of the baby and do the call work
Yeah,
on her own.
yeah,
It's mean that.
yes, that's right. Whereas in Europe, men now share the burden. Obviously, they can't physically have children, but they can help with bringing them up, you know, and changing the nappies or the diaper or whatever you call it, washing and putting to bed. But they think that Chinese women or Japanese women will do all of that themselves, and that they will be able to sit back and relax.
It's strange. I think it's
It's
strange.
probably not true. It's probably not true at all, but it's an image Western European men have in their heads up here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know about this.
I likewise. So what is your image of a European man? Are they all bearded, have beards
A
and
man.
nose, you know, high noses and blue eyes?
So
Is it
we,
is that an ideal?
yeah, we just think that they are so sexy and men or maybe, and many people, many women in Vietnam want to marry with a Europe man because
European,
yeah, European,
European.
European,
European. European.
European, European,
That's right. Yeah, you got it. European.
and
Yeah.
you,
So there's Europe and then there's European. Yeah.
yes,
So I'm a
European.
European man from Europe. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Europe is a place. European is
the
a
people.
concept.
Oh,
Yeah. The
the
people.
concept.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Okay.
they want to marry with the European because they believe that when they have a baby will more beautiful. I don't know.
They could turn out like me with big ears, yeah,
Yeah.
and a big nose. Yeah.
Oh yes. They just believe that, and we also believe the man, the European is more romantic and maybe can take care of their baby because many the video in the television or maybe in the on the Facebook or newspaper and they describe about this about
Yeah,
yeah
yeah. But can I just say, Spanish men and Southern European men might be very handsome, but they have a reputation for being very male and not very good around the house. It is mostly Northern European men from Germany, France, Switzerland, Denmark, who help around the house and help with the baby. Spanish and Italian men are sort of, you know, men's men sort of thing, you know, very machismo, male, you know, very sort of uh, want to be waited on
oh yes
by the women, you know, sort of thing.
so
It's
it
a matter of choice.
so it depends on the area they live.
Yes, a bit like you said about Vietnam being split into the south, the middle, and the north, and there are different attitudes within those areas. The common perception of European men is that men from countries around the Mediterranean Sea, Spain, uh, Italy, Greece, are all, you know, men's men, whereas the further north you go, the more they want to help their wives or partners and to participate They will help with the shopping, the cooking, the cleaning, and looking after the children.
Oh,
So the men from Spain might be better looking, but the men from Northern Europe are more helpful around the house and more sympathetic to the plight of their wives, especially if they have children. Did I explain that clearly enough for you?
oh yes, yes, I got it. But most women Vietnamese just want to, uh, like in my Vietnamese, eat a Tây, and it means that the men from another country, like your country, like England, America, they don't know um, the difference from where you are. They just know that you are the foreigner from
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
I just want that.
Yeah. Sorry, say again.
Oh
Could you
no,
say the last bit again? Huh?
no.
Okay. Sorry. Um, so, um, what else will you be doing tomorrow in
Tomorrow,
terms of your work for university?
oh, tomorrow I have a day off. I just study on. No, I have tomorrow and the 2 day I have the day off. So maybe I just
Yeah.
um, revise my lessons, some of my lessons.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Do you meet your friends? Do you go out, or is that not allowed?
No, they allow me now, but my mom don't allow me, doesn't allow me.
So you stay in your room all the time. You're not allowed out of the house.
Yeah, I just go around my house and maybe meet friends uh, through,
Online.
yeah, meet friends online, because my mom doesn't allow me to go out, and my friend's mom go, also doesn't allow her or him to go out to meet me or something.
Okay.
So
So do you feel you've lost out on life and experience because of COVID?
yes, a lot. Like maybe I think that we wait a lot of time because of the COVID pandemic. Maybe we can do a lot of um, without, if they know COVID, like we can do the part time, and they can we can do more classes like this.
Hmm. Yeah. So do you have any hobbies or skills apart from going to university to keep your interest going while you're in the house? Do you have a hobby, or do you
Um,
um,
I just
I
listen.
don't know.
I just listen to music, but you know, at the time, I stay at home. I have arrived to the club. I said to you, and this
Yeah.
club is international um, writing journalist. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that is the name. And we draw about um, a newspaper about the cash management, the financial distress, and the firm life cycle. And we draw this now. Yeah.
Hmm. But do you have anything that, when you say you listen to music, do you listen online, a streaming service like Spotify or something like that,
Maybe I
or
just
do you have CDs?
no. I just hear. I just listen to music on the YouTube, and I create my playlist.
No.
Like yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
many my own playlist, and I just play this.
Apart from your Spanish, the Spanish singer you like, what else do you like in musical terms?
Um, I I just learned learn the music. I just listen to the music, but I don't know actually what type of English, like the yard, the classical, or the blue, or something. I can know the difference from the type of music. I just listen.
Yeah. So you have a wide taste in music?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Do, do, are there, I know you said in Vietnam there is Vietnamese rap music, which you can't understand.
Yes.
Uh, is there any other form of popular Vietnamese music? I mean, are there popular? Is there a popular male or female singer who's in Vietnam who sells a lot of
Popular.
music or pop? Is very popular.
Oh, yes, yes. There is maybe Sơn Tùng MTV. He is a young singer, and he has handsome face. So many people.
Does he have
That,
blue eyes?
no, no. He just
Does he
handsome.
have Does he have a big nose?
No, I don't know, but maybe he is handsome. When Vietnamese look at him, and we think he is handsome, and he just maybe have a lot of song, maybe catchy with the younger like me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So he's male. He's handsome. He sings romantic songs.
Oh, yes.
He's good looking. Yes,
Yes.
is that right? I
Right.
presume he only appeals to women. He only appeals to women, young women.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have a female Vietnamese singer who appeals to young Vietnamese men?
I don't remember.
You don't know. No.
Yeah, I don't
So,
know.
so, so there isn't the equivalent of the singer that you and your friends like for boys. There isn't an equivalent female singer for boys who they like, or they like to hear, or they like to look at, who they think is beautiful.
Um, there is lots of a female singer. I don't know. I don't remember now. Maybe I will
Yeah.
answer you
Sorry,
later.
am I embarrassing you by asking you the question?
No, no, I just don't remember right now. Maybe I will answer you later. I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay, it's all right. It's all right
Like,
because when we were talking about Korean pop music, you said when you were younger you had listened to BTS, and you were surprised that I had heard of Blackpink.
yes, I surprise a lot.
So, is there in Vietnam the equivalent of Blackpink for your male counterparts? Your
Um, in Vietnam, the group is not popular. It just they just do individual, like
Yeah.
just one. They just do by their own, like not a
Oh, they're
group.
on their own. They're solo
Yeah,
singers.
yeah,
Just
solo.
just one. Just one. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe they have
How?
some group, but they are not famous.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We're just coming up to an hour. We've been doing this for about an hour. How long
Okay.
do you want to? How long do you want to carry on for?
Oh, maybe. Okay, it's okay. Maybe 1 hour is okay, I think.
Because I don't want to tire you out.
Oh
by
yes.
listening to me going on and on and on and on. Uh,
You know
you're
your time is
sorry.
valuable too. I think your time is valuable too. You don't think about me too much. Like uh, you have to think like your time is valuable too. You know.
Yeah, that's all right. Um, from my impression is of your spoken English after this hour is it's quite good. You are perhaps a little shy. You lack perhaps a bit of self-confidence in your own abilities to speak and understand English. I think you understand and speak English better than you think you do, because you're able to when you're left to speak on your own, you're able to hold your own quite well in putting across what you want to say. I'll recap all this in a little note to you, but I think you just need to practice more, and you need to be a bit more confident about your own abilities,
Yes.
because it's there. You just have to, sort of do it. Maybe because you've been in your room for the past 2 or 3 months, or you haven't intermixed as much. But I think what you have to say, I can understand. I think perhaps also you need to look at your pronunciation.
Yes.
Yeah. I hope you don't mind me telling you this.
Yeah. Yes.
Is that all right? Is that what? Do you want feedback?
Oh yes. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah. Because I don't want to upset you. I think you really just need sort of to perhaps spend some time while you have it during the lockdown, is listening and speaking. To practice more, to raise your confidence up. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's been very interesting. I've learned a lot that I didn't know about Vietnam
Okay.
from
Thank
you
you.
in this hour. That has been very useful, because that is really the reason I'm here. Because at my age, there's no point me learning Vietnamese in any shape or form. But what you can do, perhaps next time, is teach me how to say hello in Vietnamese, so as I can greet you in Vietnamese,
Okay.
and perhaps say goodbye in Vietnamese, so I can say goodbye in Vietnamese. Is there obviously there is a Vietnamese alphabet, but is there a sort of romanized version of Vietnamese, like there is of Korean or Chinese?
You said that the alphabet of Vietnamese
Yeah,
is it similar to the Chinese or the Korean?
yeah. No, I no, sorry, I didn't explain myself well. There is a style of writing in Vietnam, isn't there, which is purely Vietnamese. But in China, in Mandarin, there is a cuneiform style of alphabet.
Oh
But as
yes.
well as that, there is Chinese language in European alphabet. Does the same happen in Vietnam?
In Vietnam, it just have we have one alphabet, not
Yeah,
not three or two or someone.
no. Okay. Anyway, nice talking to you. I obviously it's 10 o'clock at night in Vietnam.
Yeah, it's
10 o'clock
nine
at night.
9.
Yeah.
It's 9.
So, yeah. So, you've had your evening meal?
Oh yes, we have in the 6
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I will let you get on and have a good night's sleep. Okay.
Thank you a lot.
When you think about it, give me a date, a time and a day when you want to have your next session. In the meantime, we can message each other about anything that comes up. Is that okay?
Okay. Thank you a lot, Richard.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
your patience and understanding. Bye.
Yeah.